Okay, this is the only video I'm going to be posting about the situation. I'm going to take you guys from the beginning to the end and show you guys all the receipts and just put it on the floor. Okay, so on her Finsta, she posted this. Then she said I copied her music video, which I did not. I haven't seen one music video where she's doing any of these things. This is her telling me to catch her outside. I never ran from her friend. I saw her friend at a hookah lounge, and I think she said something to me, but I just kept walking. Then we were at a Future concert, and I saw her and LV. They walked past me. They didn't say anything to me. LV later on then told me that she had her security guard look for me. Also, she was sitting in the seats behind me, and I was on side of stage, so she saw me the whole show and didn't do anything. Well, you did. I was not aware of her being sick, which doesn't make a difference, but it's also not fair to use that against me. I was also not aware that was her baby daddy, hence these text messages I'm about to show you. Then he texted me this. This is the first time I met him. He said, "Where are you going? I think we going the same way. Wait on me." I said, "Who's this?" Gray hoodie, black pants. I said, I asked him what's his gram. He said, "I don't have a gram. Pull around there. It's 1 minute away. I'm in a gray Benz." Basically telling him I'm not pulling up to a gas station to meet him. So I end up sending him his own Instagram. I said, "This isn't you, right? Because if so, I'm tripping." Mind you, I've never had a conversation with this man. I've been to her house one time, and I guess he was there, but he was sitting on the couch, and I never saw his face. We'll check that was not him, and it was just somebody that looked similar to him, hence why I asked him if it was him. He said, "Nah, who is that? No mutuals." I said, "Thought that was you. Thank God it's not." I'm not looking to wreck anybody's home or family. I don't get any cool points from that, and I don't benefit from it at all. I also would never date this man. We then went to Vegas, and that's when he had alcohol, and he threw the bottle at me. I tried to catch it, broke my nail, and it hit me in the head. But once again, I don't know what he was truly thinking when he did that. Later then found out that that was her boyfriend and baby's father, and it was just crazy and disheartening and such an ugly position to be in, especially after feelings were involved. He continuously lied to me, telling me that they were not together, that he's moving out of the house that they live in together, and that they had like no more dealings with each other and it was just business related. Sadly, I fell for his manipulative lies, and after I told him I no longer want communication with him, he continuously tried to talk to me and just put me in a very uncomfortable position. I'm not going to disregard my faults in this situation. I definitely feel like there were certain things I could have went about differently, but I guess this is when we hung out one time. This is what he's saying. He also edits his text messages so he doesn't look crazy. Right here, he's saying that time is going to come soon, just hopefully it aligns right. Basically, he had told me that they're not going to be together anymore. He said if I was in love, I wouldn't feel how I felt about you. That's just being honest, indicating that he's not in love with her. Here he is editing again, asking for a goodnight kiss. Just blowing me up. This is when I did try to ghost him, and he just continuously came around again and again and again and again. So this is one of the multiple fake numbers he's texted me off of. This is when I tried to tell Danielle what was happening, and he got involved and manipulated her into thinking that I was lying, and also said that I'm gonna mess up something good in the bond. Okay, this is the
I just don't have the energy for this.
You can never make me hate you. Well, that's why I love you, babe. And I'm glad that you realize that this is all marketing strategy. She's so fucking smart. Because I'm gonna give her props. She is one smart cookie. You can never make me hate you.
Like, bitch, Levine, okay, so me and Levine went to go lay down. I go to lay down with him. When I get in the bed, Sosa calls. Levine answers my phone. It didn't say Sosa at the top or nothing. It was just the phone number. But Levine answers the phone, and you hear Sosa's voice saying, "Danny, what's up?" I cheated by calling Sosa from the jump. So after Levine answered the phone, he busted my lip, broke my phone. I tried to stop him. My hand was literally hanging. My teeth were loose. It was just a whole big thing. So I'm trying to wake E up, and I'm telling E, take me to the hospital. Meanwhile, the phone never hung up. The phone never hung up. So Sosa heard all this shit going on, right? So right after that, I'm trying to wake E up to take me to the hospital because my hand is literally like hanging, like fucked up. So E's drunk as fuck. He's like, Danny, go lay down. And I'm like, bro, okay. So I call Sosa and I'm like, bro, I need to see a doctor. Like, I need to go to the hospital. So he comes and picks me up, and he calls like the house. We use the same house call doctor. So he calls the doctor for me. The doctor comes, looks at my wrist, makes sure my teeth aren't going to fall out, gave me some medicine, and I go to sleep. I stayed at Sosa's house that night. This was all at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I took 2 Xanax, went to sleep, and didn't wake up till 4 or 5 o'clock. I call E's phone when I wake up, which E's Levon's best friend. And when he called me, it was on FaceTime, and he seen, like, Sosa got a whole bunch of shit above his bed, like the glow gang shit or whatever. So E seen that and was like, oh my God, Danny, are you dead ass right now? And I was just like, I fucked up bad. Like, when and then Sosa dropped me off back home a couple minutes later, and when I got there, Levon was boxing his stuff up in boxes. I was crying on the floor, screaming like, please don't leave me, our family, please don't leave me. So he left his stuff. He ends up going to stay at a hotel for 2 weeks. And in these 2 weeks that he's gone, he meets Alabama. Me and Levon get back together after this 2 weeks. And I'm on Instagram. Me and E sitting in the bed, I'm on Instagram. And I click a picture of Alabama on the Explore page, and I see it says follow. And I'm like, what? Alabama follow me? So I called Talon. And I'm like, did something happen between us and Bama? Like, I'm confused. So Talon's like, oh, I had heard something about her and Levon. But she was like, I didn't even think it was serious. I thought it was just made up, so I didn't even tell you. I didn't want to work you up. So I call Levon, and I'm like, Levon, you know this bitch? Like, so I'm texting Levon. I'm on the phone with Levon, and I'm texting Bama, like, Bama, call me now. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I hearing something about you and my baby daddy? And she's like, what? No, never. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, be real with me. So she calls me, and she's like, yeah, we met, and we exchanged numbers, but that was it. Levon didn't tell me the truth, nor did Alabama tell me the truth. So basically, like a couple weeks later, I'm at my mom's house in Florida. And Levon not answering the phone, so I track the location on the car, and I see that the car is in Alabama's neighborhood. So I called Alabama, like, is Levon at your house? And she was like, no, he's not. She was like, hold on, give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna call you back. So she calls me, and she's like, yeah, my mom has it all on recording. She was like, yeah, we linked each other a couple times, but we never had sex. It wasn't like that. Like, he lied to me and told me that he wasn't him. First of all, he has my name tattooed on his neck. Like, how the fuck are you going to say that he told you it wasn't him when you could have easily figured out it was him? And then up until now basically, she sent me, I posted something about her on my Finsta because it kind of ticked me off watching her live her life like she's not a fucking homewrecker. Like, she didn't cause me so many problems. I was a postpartum mom going through cancer, finding out that my boyfriend was cheating on me. My baby daddy was cheating on me. Like, she just rushed, and this is not the first time she's done this to a girl. I just had a famous girl DM me 2 hours ago saying, oh yeah, she hit up my boyfriend as soon as I posted him. Like, this is something that this girl does. So even though Levon is in the wrong, Alabama's even wronger because a man gonna be a man, but bitch, you call yourself my friend. Like, what the fuck? So anyways, I posted something about her on Finsta because I was ticked off watching her live her life like she ain't do nothing. I was just like, this bitch just acting like everything's fine and dandy. Like, bitch, you're a fucking homewrecker. Like, what the fuck? So someone sent her the post from my Finsta, and she DMs me and she's like, I don't want to be nothing like you, Dr. Phil loser, bitch. And your bum ass man keeps hitting me up. He wants me so bad, confessing his love to me, da da da. So yesterday, she sends me, was it yesterday, the day before yesterday? The day before yesterday, she sends me a screenshot of some messages with her and LV. But she deleted the messages she had sent to him where the messages I posted yesterday, it was those messages. But Levine ended up sending me the real messages where she was like, come to my house, come see me. And Levine told me that they never even was in Vegas with each other. And the timestamp from when Levine met her up until now, he hasn't went to Vegas on his own. He hasn't done no shit like that. So basically, she sends me a whole bunch of screenshots yesterday of messages with her and Levine. Levine saying they not real. I feel like they're real because I know how my man type. And the stuff that's being said is just like beyond me, honestly. Like the fact that the bond that me and Levine have, as close as we are, the fact that he could send another female messages like this is just, it's disturbing, it's vile. So me and Levine have decided to break up. I feel like our relationship has ran its course. I would never beef with a bitch about a man, especially no bitch that look up to me. I'm not doing it. Like, bitch, I'm your OG. Please. Like, shit is just... shit is really crazy. And, like, I literally just had surgery a couple days ago and I'm dealing with this right now. Like... shit is really crazy, but Alabama is a liar to some extent. She is a manipulator to some extent, as well as Levine is. So I just feel like our relationship has ran its course and there's nothing I could do at this point. This is beyond embarrassing. This is beyond disturbing, especially with everything that I'm going through. Like, it's just... You got something you want to say? It's not funny. We can't take nothing serious. Yes, that's him. Like, we live together. We have a whole baby together. Like, he's not just going to disappear out of thin air. But we have decided to break up. Was I supposed to hide him like how I already did? Levine... okay, so me and Levine went to go lay down. I go to lay down with him. When I get in the bed, Sosa calls. Levine answers my phone. It didn't say Sosa at the... Yeah.
You're under arrest. I'm the police officer.
Like... from my Finsta, and she DMs me.
Here, rub a little on you and see if...
Where did we leave off? Alabama, too, is accusing LV of being abusive. This comes after Bhad Baby accused her of taking her man. LV immediately responded denying these allegations. Here's his proof. He says, if I threw a bottle at you during our trip, what's this? Why are you in this picture laid up with me after the trip, Alabama? She then explains why.
I went to Vegas and That's when he had alcohol and he threw the bottle at me. I tried to catch it, broke my nail, and it hit me in the head. But once again, I don't know what he was truly thinking when he did that. Later then found out that that was her boyfriend and baby's father, and it was just crazy and disheartening and such an ugly position to be in, especially after feelings were involved. It was October 17th, and he came to my house when I was getting a tattoo and took this picture because he's a weirdo. Don't deny laying on him, and mind you, he has told me multiple times at this point that they are not together. He's also pushing 30, acting like he's 15.
Alabama uploaded screenshots of LV denying being LV. And when she sent him a screenshot of his Instagram account, he denied it was his. She says this is proof that she didn't know who LV was and that he was dating Bhad Baby. Yesterday, Bhad Baby wrote, "This is an embarrassing mess. Alabama knows I looked at her like a little sister. I would give her advice all the time. When I realized the type of person she was for real, I started staying away. I seen her doing it to other girls. I would always tell her, leave the boys alone. She's 18 and boy crazy, specifically to boys that have girls. It's like it does something for her. I'm a mother dealing with postpartum and cancer. Do you really think I care to be in this mess? I do not beef with y'all know this. I'm so quiet. The disrespect, repetitive messing with people's men is why I went public with it. I'm not the only one she's done this to. Y'all don't remember? Now back and forth. LV is currently unbothered and unfazed because he isn't in the hot seat. He goes to say, I'm broke because y'all can't pinpoint what I do, or I'm broke because my made 70 million. Where did we leave off?
Shit is really crazy, but Alabama is a liar to some extent. She is a manipulator to some extent, as well as the
Not Miss Alabama trending again for all the wrong fucking reasons. At this point, I'm sick of it. So Bhad Baby basically came online and was like, I'm single because Alabama Barker took my man. And Alabama commented and said, ew. Like insinuating, why would I ever want a dusty ass nigga like that? To which Bhad Baby then posted screenshots of their DMs where she talking about come see me, yada, 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 with tongue emojis and shit. So he's not you. Not only that, then LV, he's already a piece of shit. We'll start there. Follows up with posting pictures of them with timestamps of them being booed up on October 17th in Vegas. So you're lying. You're literally lying. Also, Danielle, leave that man. Leave that man. He's more concerned with showing that he fuck with Alabama than he concerned about cheating in his relationship. But back to Alabama. And don't get me wrong, everyone gets caught up in shit when they're younger. We all do dumb shit, yada, yada, yada. This man's a bum who beats women. Like, quite literally. He is a bum who beats women, who's damn near 30, and you were 17, 18. You don't see nothing wrong with that. And this is why it honestly goes back to my old video. Y'all really thought I just don't like Alabama. She is a beautiful, beautiful girl. I'm sure she's funny. Yada, yada, yada. My issues with her lie in completely separate things. It's the black accent, her trying to assimilate to black culture, and the fact that she doesn't know her fucking worth. That is like the number one fucking quarrel I have to pick with this girl. Like, you are Travis Barker's daughter, and you told me LV threw a water bottle and hit you in the fucking head in Vegas to where you're bleeding right here. You let a trench baby do that because you want to fuck with niggas so bad. Like, this is what I'm saying is sending me. Like, if somebody's going to fucking throw water at you, bitch, it better be a motherfucker with some money, some class, some respect, some clout. You have a fucking trench baby. And that's what I call them, because everybody's like, hood dudes, hood dudes. These people are not hood. They may live in the hood, may have been from the hood, but they are not hood. They don't have no principle, have no morals. Like, they are literally trench babies, aka babies that grew up in the fucking trenches. That is literally it. You want a gangster? I will show you 10 that will treat you better than all these men fucking combined. Like, if you gonna pick one, pick a good one, sister. Like, if you are gonna pick somebody who's in the game, yada, 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 you need a ghost. You need a ghost. And instead, you're fucking with motherfuckers like 2-Bit. Like, please be for real. I'm not understanding. What did your dad say when he found out that motherfucker hit you in the head with a water bottle and you were bleeding all on the side of your face? Like, I'm not understanding. Also, it's crazy because she's like, well, I didn't do nothing wrong. I was manipulated. And if she chooses to believe. Girl, then continue to say, I apologize to Danielle in private profusely. If you didn't do nothing wrong, why were you apologizing to this girl? For what? It's okay that you were messing with the man. Live and learn. But don't try to sit there and gaslight and manipulate and twerk the situation into making it seem like it's something that it's not. The fact that you was laid up with that man talking about come see me, He threw water out your head. I don't give a fuck if it happened for a week. It still happened. Apologize, stand on 10, and move forward. Like, and moving forward, please, if you learn nothing the fuck else, learn to leave the trench babies alone. Point blank fucking period.
Cannot keep.
See, you didn't even finish out the lyric.
Like, I said, why do you want him? I don't. Like, Alyssa, you want to tell them how much I don't? Alyssa had me crying earlier.
Wait, that one loops though.
Who said, "Pro, you're a trick too"? What do you have to say about that, bro?
They call me what?
A trick.
Girl, shit, they do the tricking, baby. They do the tricking, baby. No, I'm just playing. Mommy not for real.
What in the hell is wrong with these people?
Maybe don't do it because they might clip you.
I don't care. Clip it. What the heck? I'm not. What? Have you? If I don't like her, leaving a hate comment doesn't make you a better person. I promise you. But I mean, you're a big one. Mike, you getting paid?
Just rich, right? So I ain't never worried about that over here.
I said I flew up to fight, never had to add hard.
I was in the picture many words. Like, oh my god, that was a bar. I say you can't break a home that's not secure. Before I was in the picture many words. Thank you. Say thank you. Oh, damn. Huh? No, I'm not fighting anybody. You're correct. I'm not what?
14.
What did it say? I'm too rich to fight. Never had an act card. I need to release that song.
Today.
That song is so good. No, like, these haters are actually, like, kind of funny. Like, I'm actually laughing.
Hold on. Let me just give some recognition really quick. That isn't even a straightener. That is a hot comb. Look what you can do with a hot comb.
Thank you.
Hey, man. Everybody say amen.
Thank you.
I don't owe anybody anything. At all. Not an explanation. Not a damn word. Not any more insight on the situation. Blame the man. This is big. Like,
Might be bring back.
See, you didn't even finish out the
White J's, white Porsche, white wrist, white horse, high bitch.
got your man in a chokehold. If you let him at your side.
So I want to clarify some things with this whole Alabama Barker bad baby situation. Starting off strong at number one, everybody keeps saying, why aren't you holding the man accountable? He is being held accountable. First off, he's been canceled since he put his fucking hands on Bad Baby. Nobody likes that man. Even when she posts him, like, this man has been dragged, has been, like, we all know you're fucking garbage. Stop posting him. That's the vibe that we have for him, right? Hold him accountable how? The only people that can hold him accountable are the two girls that he's abused. We already know there's already been plenty of videos made about how trash he is. At this point, making any more videos would just be bullying this man, which is going to do absolutely nothing. You cannot cancel him because he is a fucking nobody. He is a scammer. That's all he does is scam. You can make 1,001 videos. He's still going to be a scammer, so he's still going to be making money. Like, nothing that we do is going to hinder that because he's just a fucking loser until they want to do something else. We already pay him no mind. Pay him fucking dust. Moving forward with the whole Alabama situation. 18, 19, y'all are caught up on the fact that teen is in the name. That is a grown adult. If she were to go out today and commit a crime, then what? She would be going to jail, bitch, not juvenile hall, because she is not a kid. She is an adult. No matter how you talk about if their frontal lobes are developed or that's still a grown woman, okay? Also, grown woman or not, Danielle was that girl's friend. It was her friend. Also, you know well enough not to mess with someone's baby's father. That is literally girl code 101. And that was your friend. Why are you laid up? Even if you didn't mess with him, you're claiming that. Why the fuck were you laid up, cuddled up, booed up with this man? Period. Secondly, say what you want, but this is why I say people do not be girls. Because there's no way in fucking hell, I don't give a fuck about the age, I find out a man is putting his hands on a woman, and I think, let me go fuck on that. Like, let me go talk to this man. He's cool. I could change him. He was literally knocking this girl's head between the washer and fucking dryer. Mind you, your friend. and you thought he'd be cool to hang out with, he'd be cool to even be cool with, he'd be cool to lay up on, he'd be cool to talk to, never in a fucking million years. This man is a piece of shit, a known piece of shit. Literally nobody cares about him. But Alabama, girl, what are you thinking? This is where we're coming from. Is not, hey, like, we all know the man is garbage. The man's always going to be garbage. No one pays him any mind anyways. But Alabama, you need to see you're wrong in this because you're not admitting your faults. This man is garbage. He cares more about exposing that Alabama Barker fucked with him than exposing that he cheated in his relationship and he put his hands on women. Like, be for real. And then Alabama Barker is posting like, oh, you see this? He did this to me. He did. Go to the police, sweetheart. Go to the police. Hold that man accountable. If that's what you want to do, you really want to make a change, you want to make this situation right, turn that motherfucker in. Period. Y'all are so caught up on sparing people's feelings. Oh, they got kids. Oh, they got this. Oh, they got that. I don't give a rat's ass, baby. You can see your child behind the plexiglass in the motherfucking local prison when I'm done with you. Like, that's all I'm saying. So for everybody saying she's getting hate, she's not getting hate. We're just saying, hold yourself accountable. You lied about messing with that man. You messed with him knowing good and fucking well it was wrong. You need to know your worth. Moving forward, know your fucking worth.
It's for the streets spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe.
Oh my god, Ronnie.
YJ.
All this Alabama bad baby drama really just has me feeling bad for Kris Jenner. If you think about it, once Kendall and Kylie, her youngest, really grew into adulthood and kind of came into their own, her job became easy. She finally had a break. She could ease into retirement, maybe at least a long hiatus before North grows up and gives her a PR nightmare. But in all actuality, she probably was ready to relax. But no, couldn't be easy for the poor woman because Kourtney had to go and marry Travis, whom I love. I love their relationship, but that brought in his family. Kourtney literally placed a new assignment on Kris Jenner's desk when that poor woman just wanted to relax. I always felt like Kris did not like Kourtney marrying Travis, and I never got it because he's good to her. Scott treated her like shit, and Travis seems like a really good guy for her daughter, but it all makes sense now. I know for a fact Alabama Barker gives Kris Jenner chest pain. I do. If Kris Jenner has a heart attack, I believe it's Alabama Barker's fault.
People have also asked me for money to help them start school or start business.
They can never make me hate you. Got your man in a chokehold.
Y'all check out this wig. This.
Bitch, you got me fucked up! Bitch, you got me fucked up!
Now pause the movie, cause what I'm about to say to y'all is so damn twisted. She thought she was the exception when he was beating his last bitch. Like, what are we doing, y'all? Like, come on.
Alabama Barker is a Nepo baby. She's probably never been told no a day in her life. Can you imagine growing up from the day you were born, quite literally having everything you've ever wanted when you've ever wanted it? Y'all need to stop expecting rich people to behave like you and I when you quite literally do not understand the world or the mindset that they come from. Y'all think just because y'all have access through her on the internet and y'all are having these parasocial relationships with them that y'all understand them when y'all quite literally do not. You gotta go to work every day. Because if you don't go to work every day, you can't get money to pay your bills. And if you don't pay your bills, you get kicked out of your house, right? For you and I, we realize that there are consequences for all of our actions and or inactions. So with those types of consequences, there's a type of maturity that is built, right? There's a type of understanding that you cannot do certain things, right? If you quite literally have had everything you've ever wanted and you've never had to learn those consequences, you've never had to mature on that level, then you're not going to operate or think the same way as other people do, even your age. Alabama Barker will quite literally probably never have to work or support herself a day in her life. And because of that, there will always be a level of immaturity in her life. You don't have to work for anything. You don't have to want for anything. Your mindset is not going to be the same as other people's. She's probably had everything she's ever wanted in life, except a real friend, right? She's probably had plenty of fake friends, friendships that she could buy, people that she could entertain or impress with her money, wealth, status, but never a real friend, a friend who held her to a certain moral compass or standard or expected certain behaviors out of her. And because she never had that, she might not know that you're not supposed to go be with your boyfriend. Or it might seem like everyday knowledge to us, right? But if you never had a real friend, how would you know? If you could literally buy somebody's approval, or somebody would sweep something under a rug because they didn't want to get on your bad side because you're rich and powerful, how would you know that that's not the right thing to do? How would you know? Nobody ever told you it was wrong. How would you know? Her stepmother is a Kardashian. They steal people, nigga, every day. No shade, no shade. But Kylie stole Black China Man. And that was Kim's best friend. And nobody in her family told her that was wrong. That was against girl code. Because them bitches probably ain't know neither. They Nepo babies too. I'll be expecting people who live in a world outside of ours to operate and move like we do. They not like us. That might be normal in a world. And we see it so much with celebrities that you would think that at this point we would believe that. But every day we still be so shocked. Oh my God, like, now I think so less of her. I can't believe it. Like, be serious. They do not operate how we operate. When everybody around you is moved by money, fame, power, and success, and long as you got more of it than they do, you can do whatever you want, you're not going to understand what it's like to operate at a level where everybody assumes equality. That's how we operate down here. It don't matter what a bitch got, how much money a hoe got, this, that, and the third. We not gonna let no bitch step on our toes, date our nigga, disrespect us just because she feel like she more or this, that, and the third. It don't work like that down here. But it do work like that on a higher social level. It do. I don't know why y'all are shocked. I'm not even mad at Alabama for real, for real. She's a young girl whose maturity has been stunted by wealth, fame, and success. It might take her another 30 years to fully understand the gravity of her actions. That baby is a bitch from the hood. She had to get it out the fucking mud. So, of course, loyalty and respect hit different from her. But rich people don't have no ideology of loyalty and respect. The only thing they respect is money, power, and fame. And that's why I be telling y'all, y'all can't let everybody into the culture. Y'all can't assume everybody's a part of the culture or gonna understand the culture just because they got wigs and BBL and Ariete doing their hair and this, that, and the third. They dating black men. That don't make them part of the culture. Because being a part of the culture is understanding loyalty and respect. That's the basis of hip hop. That's the basis of what it is to come up out the streets. That's the basis of the streets. Loyalty and respect. That's why I be telling y'all be paying attention to the wrong people, the wrong stuff. These people are not a part of our world. Stop trying to make them a part of our world. These people shouldn't even be in your radar. They don't understand how things are operating down here. Like parasocial relationships with celebrities who have never had to get it out the mud is crazy. We should not care about these folks. I just like being mad at Alabama is crazy when you truly think about her mindset, where she came from, how her life has been since she was this big in her mama's belly. She's never had to want for nothing. Everything she ever asked for, if she blinked, it was there. If you could imagine what your life would be like if at the snap of your finger shit fell out the sky, you probably would think just like her. You probably wouldn't understand, why can't I have my friend's man? I can have everything else. Like, I get it. Like, I get why you don't get it, but at the same time, you should get why she don't get it. You should get it. They're not like us. Alabama.
So Alabama Barker has now posted a video completely throwing more shade at Bhad Baby. I am going to play the video, but I do have a theory. I don't think that she ever actually wanted Bhad Baby's man. I think that she idolizes and looks up to Bhad Baby. Black women and other white women that are trying to emulate black women and feel such a deep sense of inadequacy. So securing someone else's partner feels like proof of their own desirability or their own power. I too think this is a great example of permissive parenting. Her dad really comes across to me as a parent who may physically be there, but is often emotionally kind of checked out, kind of allows the kids to just do whatever, so long as they stay out of his hair and mostly out of his bank account to a certain extent. a parent that acts more of a friend rather than a leader. And as a result, the child often ends up feeling emotionally neglected, whether this is conscious or subconscious. And as a result, they are deeply insecure and need to do things to validate their worthiness. I'm not surprised she goes for the kind of men that she goes for, given the fact that she grew up white trash adjacent. So that white trash culture is still exists within her family dynamic. And she likely sort of identifies with people of a certain socioeconomic background. Despite the fact that she isn't one of them, she may genuinely feel like one of them, and as a result is trying to establish herself as valid within those groups. This includes playing a character. Since she wants to be like Bhad Baby, she's going to make the same sort of dating choices, including taking her actual dude, getting really close to you, acting like they're your friend, copying the way you dress, the way you talk, liking the same kind of guys, and then literally dating the same guys. To add on top of all of this, she grew up rich, and because she has a dad that is a permissive parent, probably was often hardly ever told no to the things that she wants. So having barriers and like empathy for other people, she doesn't really understand that. She's likely never been a victim of severe loss, so she just doesn't really understand what it's like to have something actually taken from you. And on top of that, her sense of entitlement is going to override and overpower any empathy regardless. So she literally won't allow herself to feel bad or accountable, because at the end of the day, what she wants always comes first, because that is what she's used to. That is her preset. At the end of the day, she proves herself to not be one of them, because one thing that she doesn't understand is respect and loyalty, which are again codes of people of a lower socioeconomic class, because we need those things in order to survive. And also other cultures that are not white, including American subcultures, and to have more of a collectivist mindset versus an individualistic mindset. So we don't go around and dating each other's partners. That is something that rich white people do, because their sense of entitlement doesn't account for respect and loyalty.
At that time, we were just still like, you know, kind of working on things. And I had a house in the same neighborhood. And so we would like going back and forth to each other's homes. And someone anonymously and randomly texted me their conversations. And I'm pretty sure it was Paris.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it was Paris. I don't know.
Wow.
But
so somebody just texts you from a random number and it's screenshots?
Yeah, of all Travis and Kim's conversations.
And what were those like?
They were trying to meet up at her sister's house to fuck.
Which sister?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be crazy if it was Courtney?
Yeah, I know. I think Courtney.
How would that person have gotten those screenshots? That's crazy.
Someone got in her phone for sure.
Wow.
And I remember I went to the house and I showed them to him, and I was bawling.
Aww.
I was just fucking broken.
It's exhausting.
Again.
I've been in relationships like that, and it's like it just tears you down as a human and as a woman. Your self-esteem is just shot.
And I showed him the text messages, and he deleted them. And so I said, I don't see anything. And I was like, we're gonna do this. Like, we're gonna do this.
Wow.
And then,
I mean, that's the biggest admission of guilt.
Yeah. Just like, and then I called her. We had words. And she just said to me that she didn't like white guys. She only dated black guys. And I was like, Kim, you'll fuck anyone to be famous. Like, you really will. And you fucked, that little singer boy, and you fucked the NSYNC kid. You fucked the NSYNC kid, or whatever.
Oh, which NSYNC kid?
I think she was with I don't know all their names and stuff.
I don't know.
You can Google it.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely out there. But I was like, you'll fuck anyone to be famous, because they didn't have their show yet. And then they just got their show. And then Travis and I really never really recovered from that.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because that was multiple times. And just as a woman, it's like your self-pride and your dignity.
I felt stupid. I was like, you're just making me look dumb, like
over and over.
Over and over. So I filed for divorce.
What year is this?
2008.